to the pre-match of the WPL Eliminator between Mumbai Indians and UP Warriors, and I have with me Boria Majumdar, Devashish Sen, who's still having his evening snacks, and Bharat.
WPL, he's come to the stadium.
That's
he has his
of course.
he has his chicken roll. He thinks he's everywhere.
And we have our own.
We have our own sports. Bharat Ramraj, what do you have? I hope you have something. Don't tell me you've got
paracetamol.
So everybody is eating whatever it suits them. Straight away coming to the match, MI started off as if they would be right there in the final, eliminated for them.
Yeah, and the pressure is on them because in the last one, UP sort of got past MI. All of a sudden, that magic Saika Ishaq period has gone. She's been worked out, so she will be under pressure. And once again, if you don't deliver, Harmanpreet Kaur's captaincy will be under the scatter. You don't win major tournaments. You've got to win. I keep saying this. Somehow, all of a sudden, Grace Harris and Talia Magra trying to and coming back into form at a time when it's doomsday for some of the other sides. If you ask me, I will say it's even Stevens. However much Mumbai could have started well, UP has gotten back. I would want a Deepti Sharma to play better, not play out 3 dot balls in the 16th over. You expect far better from somebody like her. But if UP plays to potential, they have every reason to give MI a shock.
Absolutely. UP Warriors, I said is due, but he plays, she is a knockout specialist.
Yeah, absolutely. But as Boria the right.
Also, sorry, it's Hilly's birthday today.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. But then, having said that, I think that if you look at UP Warriors batting lineup, it revolves around that middle order 4, 5, 6. Talia Magra and Grace Harris both scoring 200 runs, and so they are the backbone of that middle order. And obviously, if Alex Sahili can get a start for UP Warriors, then they will feel confident because they have that solid middle order in their lineup.
We have spoken about how Australians know how to win. UP, 3 Australians, Mumbai, no Australians.
Yeah, and that's why I said, according to me, UP has the edge because they carry momentum. They got 178 against Gujarat Giants and sort of made the playoffs. I think we've got the team.
Yes.
Bharat, as Trisha sort of gets hold of the teams, what's your take? Do you think it's even Stevens? Because for me, Mumbai, in the last phase at least, sort of looked like a team which was starting to show vulnerabilities. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks like that, but one thing I would add is the venue is DR wide Patil Stadium. So here there is a little more movement for the pace bowlers, and Warriors would like a little more grip or turn in the pitch. So form UP Warriors have the form, but this kind of conditions could give Mumbai Indians a small edge if it turns out to be a pitch that offers a little bit of movement off the seam.
Absolutely. We have got the UP Warriors team. It's Aliza Heedy, Simran Sheikh, Talia Magra, Deepti Sharma, Grace Harris, Parshvi Chopra, Kiran Navgire, Shweta Sharabat, Sophie Eccleston, Anjali Charlani, Rajeshwari Gaikwad. But obviously that won't be the batting order, which means they back Shweta Sharabat in place of Devika Vaidya as the opener.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct decision? Because Devika was giving you a right-left combo?
Maybe perhaps that could have been the ideal scenario, but then, but let's find out.
UP, I think, is bowling. UP has
elected to bowl at this time.
In a crucial match, chasing, you think correct decision?
Bharat, any update? Is there due at the DY Patil? Have you sort of found out anything? Because that kind of explains the decision to bowl up front.
So they perhaps are thinking that way. One has to check the humidity. It's difficult to say whether there would be due or not batting second, but that could be the thinking, or they're perhaps thinking the pitch could get slightly more difficult to bat. Not sure what exactly they're thinking here. Perhaps they're looking at due itself, but again, it depends on, humidity, and one has to check the humidity. If the humidity is high, definitely expect more due today.
See, one can be due. One definitely can be.
I think it's due because they have so many spinners.
Yeah, and that was my other point, that you've got why would you take a chance? Because you can't predict weather. You don't play for due. So if you've got a Rajeshwari, you've got a Sophie Eccleston, you've got multiple spinners there in that lineup, and who are all wicket-taking bowlers also. So why not give them the best shot, sort of.
Also I feel, psychologically speaking, Mumbai is the one who's coming into the match a little less confident because of their form, and you are pushing them and saying, put up a target. Because exactly, you don't know what should be the exact
target. Their two lowest score has been among the last 3 matches.
See, this is my problem with Haley Matthews forever. Again, she started why does West Indies not win? Because Haley Matthews doesn't sort of show consistency.
Right.
And that is the same thing that we have seen here. Harmanpreet Kaur's captaincy will again come under the scanner if you don't win.
But Harman herself is not consistent enough, Warriorz.
So the point is, big tournaments you've got to deliver in the big days and win. I mean, don't get me a 45 and then run out or something happens and you don't win. Doesn't work. Win that tournament. Win that tournament, and sadly so these Australians know how to win. He destroyed India in 2020. Grace Harris is the player of the tournament for me. Talia Magra, I've been shouting Talia Magra as one of the best. Deepti Sharma hasn't even contributed so far in this particular competition. And look at that lineup. Sophie Eccleston, whatever happens, will not concede more than 25-30 runs and go with 2 wickets.
Rajeshwari 25-30, I think is much.
That is more. So this UP side, all of a sudden, if you ask me, it's UP.
And on this ground, Sophie Eccleston has taken 8 wickets.
Exactly,
The
absolutely.
most by any spinner.
And see, the thing is, Parshavi Chopra, Sophie Eccleston, Deepti Sharma, Rajeshwari Gaikwad, all of them seem that they are very similar, but none of them are similar to each other. Of course, Parshavi is a leg spinner. Sophie Eccleston, ball wouldn't turn. Also, Sophie Eccleston has a higher, arm when she delivers. Rajeshwari will be having a kind of a side arm. The revs will be more. So it's Deepti, very good with the Yorkers. So all of them are different in their own ways with their own
You've
strengths.
got to back them out, because otherwise those two Australians, Magra and Harris, even in the last match, did you see the way they attacked? I mean, that 6 that Harris hit at 172 or something, 166, that finished Gujarat. Right?
Yeah.
At the start it was 14, it became some 6-ball 6. And even when they made a mess of that run, it was no problems because that 6 had taken pressure off. And Grace Harris, I call Trisha Grace Harris of our team. And look at the
Because I
polish
also
of
love burgers.
So, Bharat Ramraj, Grace Harris, Talia Magra, and Alyssa Healy, 3 Australians against
Before we go to
Kaur.
Bharat, can I just read out the Mumbai Indians team? It's Harmanpreet Kaur, Yastika Bhatia, Haley Matthews, Natalie Seaver-Brunt, Amelia Kerr, Pooja Vasdekar, Humaira Kazi, Isabel Wong, Amanjot Kaur, Jintimani Kalita, and Saika Ishak.
No changes.
No changes on either side. None of them have have made any changes since the last match. Yes, go.
Bharat, my question, if you take a look at that Mumbai lineup, there's an Amelia Kerr, enormously talented, doesn't win ICC trophies. Nat Seaver-Brunt, fantastic, perhaps the best all-round player, hardly wins ICC because Australia wins everything. Is that a problem? Because you've not won at the big stage. And this is a big tournament with media glare, with people, with packed crowds and billions. Is that a problem, you think?
So you can say that obviously these UP Warriors have those 3 Australians. So you can say that they have the advantage there. But again, this is obviously we are not thinking about the Australian team. We are not thinking about international cricket here. We are thinking about franchise cricket. So it is again something different. So never know. The Mumbai Indians might win. Another point I wanted to add, I just checked the humidity. It is 65%. So that means the dew would be on the higher side. If you go logically, the dew would be on the higher side today. That is something, the reason why Warriors perhaps have elected to bowl first.
Good point.
Absolutely perfect point.
That is why I love Bharat Ramraj. Instantly when they check, our scientists out there with paracetamol tonight.
Absolutely. No, he's not experimenting on paracetamol. He is having fever. Devashish, we are talking about UP bowlers. When you come to Mumbai bowlers, yes, Saika and Haley Matthews have been among wickets. So has been Amelia Kerr. But recently they haven't really, Saika has been almost decoded, I would say. Mumbai bowling under tremendous pressure.
Absolutely. And herein lies the challenge of Saika Ishaq. how she comes out of this because everyone has found out her strengths. And she is learning. Obviously, she started the tournament on a bang, taking those 8 wickets. Then there was a lull. The last 3 matches, he has been wicketless. So, and remember, Mumbai was looking a potent side at the start because Saika was giving those breakthroughs at the power play. So that has not been the case. E.C. Young, another bowler who has been the strike bowler. She has also not done well in recent matches. So lot of pressure, lot of work to do. And if Mumbai Indians need to post a huge total, big total. If you don't post a big total, a Talia Magra or a Grace Harris or a Alice Harris for that matter can
Absolutely
easily chase the total.
Mumbai over dependent on top 4.
100%. Because see, and the fun is this Saika Ishaq will not even come into the party if they don't score 160-70. Because scoring anything less than 160 or 150, if there is due, as Bharat said, then it is not difficult for these Australian batters.
Right.
You have 3 Australians in the top 6 as batters. Come on, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
They know how to win, they will deliver at the big stage. They have enormous experience of playing WPL. They have played more T20 cricket than anyone. They know the big stage. And you had a Deepti Sharma who's a big stage player. And you had some of these other players and this UP side all of a sudden is looking extremely potent. So there will be pressure to give them that extra, score 170. If you are able to do that, then Yamiliaka, then a Saika Ishaq, an E.C. Wong, even an Absolute, all of them will come into the party.
Bharat, we keep talking about Sophie Eccleston, the bowler. Sophie Eccleston, the batter, has taken UP over the line in some of these matches.
Yeah, she's a tall girl and someone who has good reach. So she will always target straight boundaries or you expect her to target mid wicket. Yes, occasionally opposition teams have tried to bowl the wide Yorker, and sometimes they struggle because you have to hit through point and kind of steer it through point. That is when she struggled a bit, but otherwise she has the reach. She definitely has the confidence as well because she's done it quite a few times where she's come lower down the order. Even John Lewis that day was saying about Sophie Eccleston that he looks to use her somewhat down the order because she is someone who can strike the ball really well. And we have seen that in the WPL as well.
Absolutely. Debashish, when we talk about UP Warriors, one thing has been spoken about a lot. Deepti Sharma's batting position. Is she a finisher?
No, I don't think so. She needs to bat a little bit higher up the order.
Would you interchange Kiran Navgire and Deepti Sharma?
If there's 2 wickets down, get someone in who will ride back through, and Deepti can do that with experience.
Absolutely.
For example, you've got a hitter in Magra, you've got a hitter in Harris. Rotate strike. Deepti runs well and is a good athlete, has some experience there, has a good head, hopefully. Because you've been playing international cricket for 6 years. Oftentimes, Deepti doesn't do justice to her talent. That baffles me. Because she's much better than what her stats show, than what her big game performances show. I mean, according to me, Deepti Sharma should have been one of the best in the world. Look at the potential. Off spin, good hitter of the ball, especially that same arc, maybe gets square leg. Good runner, good fielder, extremely safe catcher. Why is she not among the best?
And you're forgetting the team awareness. That running, who was the one who was scoring, and there was a run out at the non-striker end as well, but she threw at the striker's end because EC Wong was hitting boundaries. She ran EC Wong instead of doing the easier task.
See, my point is simple. I mean, by now, 2017 World Cup, I understand. 2023, Deepti Sharma should be a match winner. If you are not, then you get that done because you have the potential. Don't, after 5 years, think, did I do justice? Maybe not. Why? You've got the platform. Here you are not the top dog. Even in this team now, with the WPL, Harris and Magra have stolen the thunder.
And in bowling,
obviously Eccleston. So you are not the top dog in the dressing room. No pressure on you. Can't deliver. But Harmanpreet Kaur, under pressure. All of a sudden, top team, number 1, through God. Delhi has made it to the finals. Harmanpreet Kaur, once again, this is like a semi-final, right? And you keep losing semi-finals. So the problem is now win. Now win on home ground, on home turf, DY Patil, 30,000 people. Go win for God's sake. If you don't, then there is a problem, because then that whole question of Harmanpreet Kaur chokes in knockout matches, again people will start saying that. So if you're a Harman fan, tonight is another day when Harmanpreet Kaur has to deliver.
Absolutely. When Aliza Healy was chosen as the captain, I think I was the first one to write in our group that, Healy as a captain is not the best choice. Healy, the captain so far in WPL?
Yeah, in fact, we all were discussing maybe Aditya Sharma should have been given the role of captaincy, but that was not maybe the franchising thought. But she has that experience. So, as Guria the right said, these Australian cricketers have loads of experience. And when you have three of them in that playing 11, so obviously they will have an upper hand. Obviously, Aliza Healy, the experience she brings in to start of the battle or opening the batting. If she can get going, if she can stay there for the 5-6 overs, then UP Warriors would definitely give themselves a chance to chase the total, whatever Mumbai goes.
Absolutely. But again, we talk a lot about Grace Harris, the batter, but there's an interesting strategy which Healy has been using. If there's a matchup that a particular batter is not good against a particular kind of bowling, spin bowling, then instead of getting her regular bowlers, she gets in Grace Harris to to roll her arm over.
So we have seen that in the WPL as well, right? She occasionally does that for a team when needed. I've seen quite a few times in matchups and all. She bowls that occasional over and gets a wicket here or there with a spin, and that is what Alice Haley would have seen it in the WPL, and she's doing something similar here. When needed, she just uses her for an over or two and see how she goes.
Absolutely. Boria Yastika Bhatia has been impressive so far, I would say, because she was at one time she was facing this criticism that she's not a T20 batter. At least she has proved that wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's dispelled that doubt. I mean, some of the stuff that we've seen from her, some of the shots were really nice. But having said that, this is the platform. You can score as many number of runs as you want in the pool stages, and you were supposed to top the group, give yourself an extra opportunity which you weren't able to do, and now you're facing the eliminator. So this is the night. This is the pressure night, and you're playing for one of the franchises which has maximum glare. Maximum glare. Mumbai Indians in Mumbai, you're expected to do much better. So these are matches that define character, for the lack of a better word. I know it's a cliche. These are matches that define what you have here at heart. Do you have a big heart? Can you chase a total down? Can you set something up in a way that you bat the opposition out of the game? It's your platform. Whoever wins tonight or sort of plays an outstanding innings will be remembered. Inaugural WPL, I took my team to the final, I'm in more. Who is that? Is it Harman? Is it Deepthi? Is it Yastika? Go and do it. You know what? Again, you know me. I mean, I don't care who wins, right? But for me, haphazardly organized tournament, the winner are the fans. Look at the fans, sell-out crowd. Look at the fans, final sell-out crowd. Whatever deficiency there was in the tournament, the fans have made the WPL what it is. For me, they are the winners. Celebrate the fans tonight, folks, because the WPL is because of them. Thank God BCCI gave these girls a platform, but the fans have made sure that the platform is watched by billions across the world.
Absolutely. Devashish, it will be a bit of psychological contest also, you think, because of the World Cup comment of Healy's on Harman's run out. So I wouldn't use the big word revenge, but it's kind of Healy versus Harman as well,
Yeah, it's another matchup. Means obviously that will be definitely walking in the mind of Harmanpreet Kaur, because she needs to prove, there's we have the right to say this is the match. You win it, you take your team to the final. But if you lose it again, that talks will again pop up. Yes, he has again choked. He has not won the semi-final. So, but then I think in this stage, obviously, these are all international players.
Absolutely.
I think ideally, Harman won't mind. Harman would look forward to it. She would rather cherish this opportunity. It's an opportunity for her to take her team to the final. Means to lead from the front. This is the day. This is the day she needs to lead from the front and take Mumbai Indians to the final. And she will have the crowd support. I think out of those 30,000 odd spectators, at least
25,000 Mumbai.
25,000 will be Mumbai Indians and more.
Absolutely.
Even more. So I think
And knowing Mumbai Indians, they will ensure nobody carries a Gujarat flag. Nobody carries a UP flag. Nobody carries an RCB flag. Are you carrying blue? Not allowed. And they are right. Just turn it into blue. Put pressure. Do everything. So outside they will have everything done. Do they have the jigger inside? That's what will be the answer.
Trigger pe trigger. Bharat, your key battles that you're looking forward to in today's match.
One would be I would look forward to this Haley Matthews up against UP Warriors spinners, just to see how she goes. Obviously, she's very much a bottom-handed player. You expect her to hit through mid-wicket, through long on, wide long on, this kind of regions. And the UP Warriors bowlers obviously would look to possibly bowl outside off, look to make her hit through more through offside. This is one of the battles I would be looking forward to.
Absolutely. Key battles you are looking forward to?
Anybody versus her. Because it's her night. I mean, she's our captain, for God's sake. She's India's captain.
Absolutely.
I mean, I want this monkey off her back. Let her win something, not a three-team exhibition IPL. That has zero value. Come on, win this. Win this and show us that as a captain, you can deliver under glare at the big stage with billions watching. Because, we need... Hello? I don't want an Australian captain to go win the WPL. It's our tournament. Don't hurt us now. I want an Indian captain. Go do blue. That's the whole point. I mean, Alyssa Healy versus Meg Lanning final. To hell with it.
Yeah, but there will be Indian domestic players.
So what? It's ultimately, an Australian captain. I'm tired of Australia winning women's cricket matches.
Yeah, I think all of us are. I think genuinely all of us are. Debashish, your key battle?
Harman versus that spin bowling attack. Parshavi Chopra, Rajeshwari Gaikwad, Eccleston, and Dipti Sharma. That will be an interesting matchup because both are plays for India, so both will know their strength and weaknesses. So that will be an interesting battle. I would cherish to watch that battle.
Before I end the show, last few questions. Bharat, I wanted to speak about how the tournament has changed for Anjali as well. Initially she was absolutely ineffective, but in the last few matches she has been extremely effective, or rather her off-cutters.
Yeah, we have discussed before that she's known for bowling these cutters, and as the tournament has progressed, we have seen the pitches have got a little more tacky, or you can say a little more sluggish. And when you bowl these cutters, you get a few to grip off the surface. So you get a few to grip off the surface, and that definitely is perhaps helping her, because when you get the ball to grip off the surface, the batters obviously have to kind of generate more power, and that isn't easy.
Bharat, since we are, the question was to you, your prediction, and no underdogs, overdogs. Warriorz has just said that both are at the level. Absolute prediction, and obviously I want logics from everyone. I'm not going to listen to his India wins also.
Navi Mumbai, I have a gut feeling this is Mumbai Indians today. Okay. Because the stadium is Patil Stadium.
When did we become Mumbai Indians now?
Just because there's one Indians behind Mumbai.
And you have Warriorz in UP. Indians are also Warriorz.
And you have whole Uttar Pradesh in UP. And I'm not going to take India wins and all that. I get India wins.
I'll actually go with UP. I mean, I'm also going with UP as champions. I'm not, and I'm saying it. I think they built momentum.
Yeah, you were saying
they've got momentum. They came from nowhere. They were about to be knocked out, but the other two were competing against them. All of a sudden, they have this opportunity. 2 matches, and they are champions of the inaugural WPL. The Australians handle pressure better compared to others. So tonight, I think it's UP. Under pressure, 30,000 can also work the other way. Because Tendulkar explains this beautifully. Is it here pushing you down? Is it here pushing you forward? UP, they will say pushing you forward. Harman, can it be here? Can it be here? Pressure is a very unique thing. And tonight, under pressure, in front of the owners, in front of raucous Mumbai Indians fans, can a Harmanpreet Kaur deliver? There's a bit of a Greek tragedy about Harman in Jhula. always. And they're like 10, 22, 3, Julan, brilliant. Unfortunately, India lost. You want that change. That combination has to stand up tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's UP because the pressure is too much on Mumbai.
Absolutely, and as Boria said, in fact, Healy was questioned about this, and you know what was her answer? A typical Alisa Healy answer. She said, "We are the underdogs." This is exactly how she said, "We are the underdogs. We will just entertain you guys."
So see, in Slumdog Millionaire, right? In Slumdog Millionaire, it's very ordinary film. Why did it get the Oscars? Because it's the story of the underdog.
Yes, they were from your, of course, I know it's Mumbai Indians, but you have to change your logic a little.
Yeah, I think maybe this might be the match for Mumbai Indians. Obviously, losing 2 out of 3. Obviously, see they have their backs to the wall. Obviously, the WPL is happening in Mumbai. They are the only teams that are playing in front of the home crowd, so as to say, technically. So I think, and this is the perfect opportunity of our Nat Siver or Harman Pitkar or Alice or Haley Matthews or even for the matter Yastika Bhatia to just bat out the opposition out. Means you post a total in excess of 180 plus, then obviously we have a match out.
Absolutely.
What about you?
I'm going with UP Warriors because I think their bowling lineup is equal to none. But I know one thing for sure, and this is a gut feeling that Delhi Capitals is winning this WPL.
I've got no problem. I've got absolutely no problem if Meg Lanning, the world's greatest captain of the women's game, wins it. No problem.
Because nothing changes there.
Yeah, I mean, she's expected to win. Meg Lanning, how can she lose? Does she even know?
No, I don't think so.
No.
And she doesn't get bored either.
She keeps with it. There's no law of average. There's no winning habit. And also Saurav Ganguly, director of Delhi Capitals, Devashish Sen always will go and say, Dada, what's happening?
Well, as of now, we will head straight away to the live match. No, live match is not in Red Sports. That is in which channel. So you guys tune into the live match, but come back the moment the match finishes because we will be analyzing the match for you. And let's see who's on the winning side because it's 2-2 here for Mumbai and UP. Okay, something that our producer did. Keep following us in Twitter, in Instagram, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And now all of us are going to enjoy some dessert and WPL. You guys don't say
Bharat, get some dessert in Bangalore. I know you don't get good mishti there. Get some from Mysore. From Mysuru Park will not be bad for you. And have your paracetamol. See you at the post match.